No, now I'm here. All right, there we go. Sorry, everything's changed in the room a bit, and a little out of sorts, so forgive me. Hi, I'm Kyle here on the Genreverse. Gonna be doing some editing today, and we've moved everything around, and like right now my computer's more in the corner. Got all these screens going on, using the new big TV to monitor you guys, but well, monitor the stream and the chat, but everything's different, so I'm a bit out of the norm. But hey, I'm gonna be editing some ReZero today. Excuse me, and yeah, thanks for you guys joining in. I gotta remember to start looking over here. What's up, Bag? I see you, because usually I used to keep my the chat window here on my right, but now it's just ever so slightly to the left, which is kind of good, and hopefully that'll work. But now I gotta remember to monitor OBS over here. So Christine and I were joking about the fourth screen, if you will, which is, you know, the main purpose of the TV is to watch the anime on. So we'll be a little bit further back. You guys can see the chairs are back there, and let me see if I can't. No, not that one. Show you guys a little bit of how things are gonna look. Oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I suck at doing live streams these days because don't do them enough. What is it I'm looking for? This right here. Okay. Try. No. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Trying to show you guys. I think I could do it this way. All right, there's the drawing tablet. All right, one more time. And this one. There we go. Okay, so you guys can kind of see the new setup. What a funny picture of Christine. You guys can see where I took the thumbnail from. But the new setup is still, the angles are going to be changing. I got to get a new stand for the camera and stuff like that. But we've got a better angle on the back wall, so you guys can see more than just, you know, a shelf and a you know, half a shelf, I should say. I know you're getting two shelves, and again, I'll get to play with this a bit more, play with positioning as we go along. But it's more comfortable, and of course we needed a bigger screen, because sitting that far back, 27-inch computer monitor to read the subtitles. I mean, come on, guys, I'm in my 40s now, so it'd be more difficult. But everything's in a different area now, and it'll take some getting used to. I was gonna start the stream a bit later, and I might have a phone call coming in at 3 that I do have to take. Won't be long though. I was gonna do this a bit later, but yeah, just squint. Because I didn't get a chance to go through the mostly uncut, so you guys are going to kind of see the magic behind mostly uncut. The only thing I actually did do is I synced the audio and kind of got it initially going. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start working on this. After I sync the audio, and some of you guys have seen, especially on the Patreon videos where we leave in, you know, more pre-show and stuff, seeing how we all three of us will clap, and that's literally just to make sure audio syncs. What's weird, and I don't know if it's just the way I do things or not, but OBS will sometimes, like Brian will sometimes be 1 or 2 milliseconds offset from, you know, audio and video syncing up, and sometimes he's dead on. Christine and I will be anywhere on our old camera between 6 and 9, usually 8 or 9 milliseconds off. while this new camera running through all the same capture card, same everything, only has about 3 milliseconds. So one of those interesting ones. But that's all I did. And then after that, I look for, where I say buy, and then put them, like the audio drop-offs. I made these templates to make this job easier a long time ago. So things like the intro and outro music are already in there, and I just need to make slight adjustments for, whatever it is I was doing, or however long I talk after the outro video plays, and make our little audio adjustments. So, how's everyone doing? How was your Thanksgiving holiday? If you do Thanksgiving, how was your Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and all that? If you do those things, how was it? I can turn this down some. Yeah, okay. Yeah, how was it? Let me know. Comments below, or if you're in chat room right now, that's fine too. Let me know there. Okay, so you guys can't hear that right now. I need to add that back into the mix. Give me a second. Desktop audio. I think it can go on track 4, because nothing's on. I'm not even recording, so I could just go on track 1. Became Shattered Mind State.
That'd be crazy.
Archbishop of okay. And then I need to reduce this some. There it is. That would be insane. That would be insane. Reduce that some. Any other thoughts, babe? If the audio sync, if you guys can't hear me clearly or anything's a little wonky, let me know. Thanksgiving was great for Bag. Noon at your mom's house. 3 p.m. at Dad's. 8. Geez. A lot of eating. Not that you necessarily ate at all 3. I work at Office Depot, so no Black Friday nonsense. Okay, cool. Lucas and I actually had to go out on Black Friday and got a couple of things, got some really good deals at the Navy Exchange, and it wasn't as bad as Black Fridays in the past. Like, it was busy. Don't get me wrong, it was busy. It just wasn't it wasn't insane.
No.
It wasn't bad. There wasn't a bunch of people, hurting each other and all that craziness. Why does this thing keep wanting to send me? I don't want any more notifications from VLC Player, please. Just let it play. We are on the wrong screen. I had already started editing. See? Look, that's what I'm talking about. Me being out of sorts. Wow, that's it. Oh, the Navy Exchange had quite a good bit of deals going on, thankfully. Lucas, his old TV had gone on the fritz, and we bought a new one. All right. I hope you guys check out more content here on the channel. And that new one was a really inexpensive one. It was 32 inches, full HD, so 1080p, and it was like $129.99 a Hisense, okay? Which, for some people, for most people, believe it or not, would probably be fine. However, it had an atrocious viewing angle. If you were off center or low by just a bit, it washed out all the. It was so bad, and the sound quality was really bad. And what sucks is there was a Samsung for like $40 more And that's not to sneeze at $40 or anything like that, but you know, that was doable. That has way better viewing angles, way better sound. Not like it's amazing or anything, but better, right? And we didn't get that. And so now we have this really crappy TV that we ended up having to replace because of how bad the viewing angles and the way Lucas's room is set up. We bought that Samsung well after the 30 days, yada yada. But the Samsung, as soon as I hooked it up, had dead pixels right in the middle of the screen. And so we took it back on Saturday. We picked up the TV on Friday. Also had to replace his computer monitor. That had also, and these were hand-me-downs. He had hand-me-downs to begin with. And those, you know, finally went bad. Got him the new TV, got him a new monitor, and Saturday we got a different TV. I saw these LGs that were on sale that I didn't see on Friday, and we needed one for the studio as well, and so we ended up getting 2 of them. When I go to the guest
she's so pick the until the dog.
So
and then you
the cables, which are and the mouse of like not over. Usually when I'm doing but then I couldn't multitask, and I can't multitask right now.
Sit down.
Usually when I'm doing the pre-shows, I try to leave them mostly uncut. If there's like a big dead space,
this one is such me too.
I'll cut it a little bit. Nope, there. And that difficulty in neck and awful creature.
Yeah,
like here we're talking smack about our cats. Off your volume.
Okay.
And then I get up to
Okay, that should be good.
Oh yeah, I was changing Christine's volume. I'm gonna cut that down.
Okay, that should be good. I saw you over there, baby.
Should we get table?
About that phones there. 2, I am gonna be trying to move over there, like over there.
I had a theory it would be good on the
Cables, recording.
It's her favorite place anyway.
Hello, everybody. Oh, Riza? Yeah,
The bedroom,
she
yeah.
loves the bedroom. All right, let's do this. All right, cool. Hey, I actually planned that pretty well.
Hello, everybody.
Or not planned, but executed that pretty well. All right, that looks like it went well. So I made a few cuts. Usually on the mostly uncuts, I don't have to make much, if any at all. And sometimes the dead space, if there's something funny there, I'll leave it be. And then I just need to drop in some songs to play. And I always keep some in the template just so it's easy to grab a couple.
Yeah, I had all 3. Like she took Sarah's took Keone's spot and just plopped right
Check the
in
audio
front.
levels.
When he was like, nope, nauseous, so I stopped that and left it out. You know, we got almost.
And that's good on that. Usually, when I edit these up, these mostly uncut, I'll render them and start working on the other one. But I don't want to render and stream at the same time. Working on a video bag is, you miss the Dawn to Dawn pre-shows right after we'd watched Dr. Oh, because we'd be like still suffering at times between the 2 recordings. And you're working on a video right now as well, short video game guide for something that just came out. What game? Airship Assault. Not familiar.
Reliable, but that being said,
Although when you said Airship Assault, it reminded me of these old video games, these helicopter video games called the Strike series. There's like Desert Strike, Jungle Strike, Nuclear Strike. Oh, okay.
awful pre-show that up there for pay into it. We re0 3 3. I think I said 2 3. I meant 3 3.
Did I say 2 3?
In our new setup, the my which does is Versal YouTube channel and the Anime Versal Patreon it is, and it is a weird which is reviews and reactions. I'm Kyle, my wife, the park kitty cat, Saris.
A town on her leg or something.
We are recording in our new setup. The first was Ranma last week, or when was, and this is not 100% camera mount.
And now I'm just talking about the
kind of down
camera
at the
setup.
things, guys.
Yeah.
Nothing going up there anymore. The soccer show.
I don't even know if I ever said the episode before this. All right, so that's done. I got those set up. I do need to put my so there's a few timestamps that are in here all the time. Whoops. Not what I wanted to move. This first timestamp here, you know, on a YouTube edit, it's, you know, 00000 for the intro and housekeeping, but you know, I can already have it there. It doesn't affect it to have it already on the mostly uncut. And then of course I have the
half siblings.
we have the ED and final thoughts, or episode thoughts is how I word it. 3x3 thoughts, and then close. So those three are always there, and I should put them in the template, but geez, I don't always. I haven't, at least. That's set. I think we are good to go with mostly uncut. And then, of course, what I have to do is go through and make sure we didn't take any, you know, like personal phone calls that we forgot to pause, interruptions by animals. Anytime I'm, you know, executing my position as head of the Irish Mafia. I'm joking. You know, got to make sure all that stuff is cut out.
News needs. If you're into it, we do.
I think the only thing that
at LRM
happened,
online.
Lucas wanted something
now that
at
we
some
flip
part,
to-
at some point. Or was that
So
yesterday?
I can make that general.
Oh.
Okay. Ow, lady.
And I still do lower the music. Ooh, new car shopping. I have not had to. We still have our 2012 Equinox that we bought when in 2012 when we got back from Germany. It got a brand new engine put in it back in 2019. I think that was 2019 or 2020. So the engine itself only has about 50,000 miles on it now. The car and the transmission has about 150,000, but the engine in it is only is under 100,000. So we plan to run it into the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then also mostly uncut, and this is, you know, some of the YouTube people get a chance to see things like this big old gap right here. I cut that out too.
Ah, that tickled.
Well, what do you guys think of the dope new hoodie?
Okay, so yeah, I got up and I think I played with the camera or something like that.
Well,
So I'm just gonna cut all that out because there's like Patreon doesn't give a crap about that.
the spider.
Second one, because
Generally,
And part of that's why I call it mostly
medium is not something I
uncut.
would wear. Maybe I technically, in a weight.
One, it was kind of me being tongue-in-cheek, like if I call it uncut and someone's like, oh, well, you cut this out, so it's not really uncut, and it's like a joke, cover your ass type thing joke, but I don't think I ever really played into it too much. Well, I also wanted to be
swimming
upfront
kind of.
that, yeah, there's going to be some cuts, and I don't want people freaking out over some sort of jump cut. And I was just about to start doing this as a YouTube edit. Whoops.
Comment. just what was going on, and I was like, yeah, that
And the easiest way for me to check
And
is
Point
anywhere
to
the
rack
show
there, and
has
I noticed
paused.
edit-
you know,
That's where, you know, if I've had to get up
like
or we're taking a
last
call or
summer
something
where-
like that,
Yeah.
the show's not going to be playing. So those are the
some of
big
these
spots that I
archbishops, and then one,
am
like,
usually spot
there's still
checking
some,
when doing a mostly uncut.
just the fact that it amnesia, something.
please stop.
Stop!
Oh yeah, right here.
Luke!
It's probably. Oh, I still have this in the middle of the screen. Sorry about that. This right here. You could probably see the camera shake. Yeah, right there. Our son slamming his door.
Lucas!
Not like he
Please
was
stop.
angry or anything. Just
Close the door gently.
a boy being a boy. No regard for surroundings.
Need a break from all this. Need a break from all this.
So I'll cut out some of that little dead space there. But as you can see, a big chunk that doesn't get, you know, touched.
Yeah. Was a half trip.
Yeah, are you willing to share that?
Like I said, for him to would be wrong. It's one of those.
I think we're good.
Random
I think
and
we're
like,
good. All right, cool. I don't know why that got stuck in there. Probably when I was dealing with one of my cuts. It's all good. All right, let's see. Find this endpoint and throw that right there. You know, he has quite grown on me. It was easy to not like him so much at first, but dude has definitely grown on both of us, Christine and myself. I keep looking over here now because that's where the chat is. And like I said, I used to have the chat over here on the right and the camera right here, and maybe I'd set it slightly to... Anyways, if I'm not looking at the camera, just pretend I am. They have that app that I think it's an nVidia thing where it makes it look like you're looking at the camera even when you're not. But I think that's it. I think I got the mostly uncut done, and 36 minutes. So what's cool is when it's time to do the YouTube edit, you know, the first thing to do is to get rid of all the pre-show. Unless something really funny happened, maintain eye contact at all times. Yes. Unless there's something funny, really short in the pre-show, usually cut that out completely for YouTube. Not that you guys can't ever see it or anything like that. But I like to do the cold opens, you know, find something from the reaction and put that at the beginning. I prefer that for YouTube edits. And I hate how sometimes it won't let me get to 55. 55% opacity seems to be the, like, 1 second. Because I don't know if my file paths are gonna know. Okay, that's fine then. Oh, it doesn't even show up. Ha ha ha. I'm gonna save, and I was like, oh, I don't want my... I don't even know if seeing certain file paths would be technically a, what's the word I'm looking for? Avenue of attack. Maybe. Anyways, where was I? I forgot what I was saying. Sorry, guys. Save this as the non-MU 3033. And I can lift myself up right there some, yes? Okay. And then see, this makes it to where I'm more in that, like, whoa, that is a big jump. Don't need that much. Should be somewhere around there. this makes me a bit happier because now it's like 31 minutes. Like when I'm editing, this is how I like judge how much I've got left to do. Is I look at where the ending and final thoughts start, because usually I don't cut much out of this conversation for YouTube edits. And so once I get to this line, I know I'm essentially done, and it makes me happy. And I like it when I start a YouTube edit and this is under 30 minutes. I prefer that.
The thing is this is a big screen.
And now I've got to find the cold open. Generally, I like to do something comedic. Not every time do I do that. I mean, us, we use humor to deal with dark moments and whatnot. And like I said, I might have a phone call coming in here at 3. And if it does come in, or when it does come in, I will take a short break and be back with you guys ASAP. Christine and I recorded this today. This was recorded today, so she's recovering because that, and we put together, she helped a bit in the studio yesterday and putting together a table this morning, so she's recovering. But I usually like to pick something funny.
Direct
Not always.
That was he goes mad.
Just
Yeah.
She could, and she goes mad as well.
That's how I do it. Hey,
Oh boy.
Candy X. Please tell me it's pronounced Candy X, because that'd be hilarious. Or is it just Con DX? But hi, how's it going?
So that would be
Well, no,
points
we-
that I still get confused over. What's the difference you make? Because I was worried. Boss,
Mm-hmm.
and the fact that even if it's not actually her, just the fact so bad from him opening and was wrong.
See, I
for
don't
you.
think we had any funny
I don't
moments
think
in
it would
this
necessarily
reaction. I
get
don't
the
see
bro.
us laughing at all.
I could see someone being willing to do that, but
Honestly, I don't know why that popped into my mind, because that makes no sense, but why not?
person, your value.
Seems like there's just something about this boy to her, and I don't know.
Man, I don't see anything.
But the husband, or Garf himself, pointed ears. Oh my!
It was in yeah, it wasn't like last episode. I was getting kind of confused, but I was like, nah, that can't be it. Where he's kind of like
I laughed more during the Dr. Stone massacre than I did this episode. Did I laugh during the Dr. Stone massacre? Oh, you mean like when we would pause it and tell some jokes or something to lighten up the mood? This didn't have us laughing too much at all. I couldn't even, like this, yeah, there's a little bit of messed up stuff in this episode, what happens to Subaru's leg, this kind of confusing moment right here, pointy-eared girl covered in bandages with silver hair talking about loving pedal juice. Oh, the Xeno dick. Yeah. The first time ever that a dick caused someone to, do things vagina has caused men to do for, ever. Yeah, that was good. That was funny. But yeah, maybe this moment right here. This was confusing me. And I
very
had to
brief theory
talk about
last
stuff.
time, but I'm like, nah.
What? That it was Fortuna?
No, that pedal juice and her were
Yeah. So along with each other, and then what's the difference between what the witches cult versus?
You see, now I'm starting to just get lost in the weeds here, looking for a cold open. I'm just gonna have to pick something that's not necessarily groundbreaking or something like that. Yeah. And so I'm theorizing
Like,
here because
no,
it's
like
not given outright that it is Fortuna or anything, but it was making me, when I noticed the pointy ears when I was editing episode 2, which will come out on YouTube tomorrow. And I'm going to try to get this done eventually, I swear, guys, for Patreon today or tomorrow as well, and it'll be out next week on YouTube. And don't spoil anything yet because they haven't outright said exactly who it is, but I noticed the pointy ears editing the last episode. So we talked about this bag, Christine and I, at the end of this episode. Okay, yep, this is the cold open. Because there's a Dr. Roxo joke here. Okay, good. We talk about how in a book covering like 3 different parties, you'll get 1 to 2 parties per chapter. Sometimes all 3.
I went there too. Oh my god. Also to go, I do cocaine.
But this, you'll sometimes skip one party or stick with one party for multiple episodes, and so sometimes you can start losing some of the plot points and start forgetting some of the things, and that's what happens sometimes. Like I'm and I know some of it hasn't even been really explained yet. What is the disconnect between the witches cult, the archbishops, and the witches themselves, and the different witches. And I know the witches cult seems to be focused on Satella and whatnot, but oh man, it can get confusing sometimes. Last week or whenever you guys see this, Ranma 29, that's what it was. And this is not 100% little appreciate that. And I can see one thing that is kind of really do appreciate that to me. And why can't I click on that? Okay, whatever. There's a little gap. There's a little down at the bottom of the frame for the thing is this is a big screen. What a setup, guys.
Yeah, it's alright.
If you're watching us on the Genreverse there we go. All right, I'm gonna cut this part out. If you're watching us on the Genreverse, you appreciate that. If you're watching us on the Genreverse, basically at the bottom of this, the way I used to have OBS to record all of this stuff, the bottom window here, the aspect or ratio or the resolution is different, and I didn't correct it. And I was complaining about it on the video, but YouTube doesn't need that. It's on the Genreverse, about Genreverse, the action access. I can't apologize, Patreon. Sorry for, forward to stuff in that order. You pets. But seriously, thank you. And I'll cover it over at .com. And now the show and an introduction to ReZero 33. ReZero 33. ReZero. Okay, and now here will be the first timestamp for the actual episode. Hey, Zombie Cookies, long time no see. Bag, good luck. There are some really good like car buying videos out there about, making sure you get the out the door price before you talk about your what you're willing to do, finance, cash, whatnot. I wish I knew the channel. But if you look up something like how to get outdoor price on YouTube, I'm sure you'll find it. Not advice, just saying, hey, check it out, see what you think. I found it to be interesting, but I haven't had to buy a car in a long time. I'm going to call you Candy X, and that's just the way it's going to be. Do I have a favorite and character in ReZero as of the latest episode? Otto's pretty high up there after last season, especially the final arc of last season. Otto's pretty cool. Garf has been growing on me. I mentioned that to Bag. Let me think here. I don't know if I you know, it's always hard to pick a favorite of anything. Hold on, what did Christine send me? Oh, a rug for the kitchen. Go ahead. Or not the kitchen, the dining room. Yeah, I don't know if I could sit there and say like a favorite, but those two have definitely really grown on me in a real good positive way. Subaru's still a great main character, and I'm not calling him great as in like you know, world class, top 10 ever. Just great for the story, great voice actor, just a good character that has shown growth as well. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I've enjoyed seeing Amelia grow some. You know, there's been a lot of characters that actually get some growth. Rom herself has proven to be more enjoyable the more goes on, if that makes sense. Like, at first she's just kind of cold and annoying, and then she's, you know, maybe fun but still cold and slightly annoying, but there's stuff going on there, and it's been good to watch. Entertaining. Interesting.
Off day.
Now, one other thing that I noticed with Christine and I being more apart is I have more room to play with noise gates on hers than on mine and her audio. Because when we were sitting closer together, I talk so loud, my stuff would be picked up on her mic. And I mean, you can still kind of see where parts of my voice are getting picked up on her mic, but now I can use a noise gate to, and I've always used some noise gates, but I can use one more effectively and set it to be a little bit more sensitive without it cutting her off. Hey, look, you know, I didn't say it during the reaction because he's a little off on his idea of rights and stuff like that. I mean, I'm enjoying it, as long as you don't mind being spoiled by whatever you see on this live stream. I mean, you can't really hear too much, but you can see the subtitles and whatnot. I was going to make a joke about how, as an American who loves his individual rights and freedoms as well, that I could hold on one second. Might not have to take that call. I'm trying to tell them to I'm trying to communicate via text real quick. One moment. All right, we'll see. I was gonna make those jokes in the recording, but dude is just such an a-hole over so much else that I can't. I can't
You don't.
I can't
You
back him
interrupted.
on that. But I too am obsessed with my rights and my individual liberties and freedom. Ah.
それが相手と歩み寄る最初の一歩だからさ。あえて先に名乗ってあげたわけ。わかるでしょ。それをしないってことは、それをしない相手の人格の否定だ。他者の権利の侵害だ。
That's a bit far.
理性的な僕よね普通は。それをしない。わかるでしょ。させるよね普通は。わけ。それをしない。それをしないってことはつまり相手のわかるでしょ。させるよね。それをし。
Okay.
それをしないってことはつまり相手の人格の否定だ。他者の権利の侵害だ。
That's a bit far.
理性的な僕に対する権利の侵害だ。俺の名前はナッキスワルだ。それでいいんだよ。相手を尊重することで自らもまた尊重される。
Okay, Lecter.
Yeah, the whole, you know, you will respect me, be kind to me type thing, very Hannibal Lecter-ish. And then you've got Greed out there, Archbishop of Greed out there, who's actually eats people, sort of.
Okay.
当たり前の配慮が住みよい世界。
Thing with the Sin Archbishops, they all seem extremely backwards. Yeah, bastardized perspective. Yep, I mentioned that a couple of times. It is one of those interesting things, just like the witches themselves, Wrath being all bubbly, and Lust presenting the way she does. Gluttony, she was actually very hungry, and she was the one that was tied up, right?
当たり前の配慮が住みよい世界を作る。
But even then, it wasn't like she was a lard ass or anything, you know? Usually, when you have someone related to the sin of gluttony, they're usually obese.
Lecter.
当たり前の配慮が住
Lecter.
みよい説ありがとう。と動くんだ。
I don't like to have frames of another set of subtitles that's not being spoken on, but sometimes it happens. I've had to learn to let go of some of that stuff.
Ow, lady.
She can fix you. Which one? Wrath or because Wrath, she was doing the fixing, right? He got hurt and she healed him. Is that what you mean? Wrath can fix you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got?
I've mentioned before. Hold on, what's at the front door? One second, guys. Hold on one second. goodness. I have a no solicitation sign. And not only do I have a no solicitation sign, but I had to post a second one because shortly after, or not shortly, for about 6 months, everyone followed our initial no solicitation sign, and it says nothing. No, I don't want a pamphlet. I don't want politics. I don't want nothing. If I didn't order it, or you're not legally obligated, or I didn't invite you over, don't ring my bell. Don't knock on my door. Don't ring my bell. Multiple reasons. One, I got a dog that barks, and I don't like it when she won't shut up. There's enough noise in my house. Two, depending on my day or my wife's day, our health, our mental being, all of that stuff, I might not I just don't want to deal with you. I don't need it. I don't want it. People have got a job to do, and I used to be an Army recruiter, and I've been on the other side of that door. I've had to go and do cold knocking. You just get a list of all the high schoolers and college-aged people around. You go knock on their doors. You want to join the Army? So I've been on that side, and that's I know I muted it because I didn't know who was at the door, but I asked them what they wanted. I'm polite, and it's just like, hey, no, thank you. Please respect my, no solicitation sign. We put up a bigger one. That's not a nice little plaque. That's a muted color. This one's big, giant, red, white, metallic with some like yellow caution stuff on it. And it lists everything again, bigger. Don't bother me. And yet someone just did it again. And like I said, I try to be kind, and it's just, please respect my sign. And that's it. I let them go. I don't need to be all angry and mean or anything like that. But it is frustrating because it's right there. It's literally like, here's the doorbell, right? It's a vertical doorbell. The sign, the little one, sits like right above it. And then there's a big one above that. You can't miss it. And the bad thing is it's always the same thing. It's these
the show, all that stuff.
Solar.
This outfit. There's a new Scarlet Spider that's like this red and black stuff.
Selling like solar panels and stuff like that. And look, solar energy is a good thing. There's a lot of
in the
legit contractors out there trying to get business, and there are
red suit.
Tax credits and things that are
the first one was
ending.
Sell stuff. I can
but
wear
here's the thing.
when I'm down.
Most of the ones where they're like, hey, you will install it, we'll front a bunch of the costs, but all of the power that you sell back to the grid, we get that instead of you getting it. A lot of those types, they'll overcharge. You'll never see a dime. Your utility bill won't be that much lower because it doesn't come with a battery stack. And it's not, from what I've researched, and this is not advice, do all your own research, but from what I've researched, if you can't either A, pay for the solar out of pocket, including a battery bank, or B, finance it yourself, like through like a personal loan type deal, or refinance your house. You get you refinance your house to pull some equity out and pay for it that way. If you don't do it that way outright, that it usually does not work in your favor.
And a weight like I am now. But generally,
there's also just so much scamming going on out there.
Technically,
and I worry about not just the scam aspect of it, but the dangers of someone deciding, okay, well, I'm gonna pose.
I'm at 3.3.
I'm gonna pose as a pose as someone selling something, and then try to force my way into the house. Yeah.
stuff.
Because the first
General swimming kind of.
Which, during daylight hours is
Medium
not
is
as
not
likely,
something I
but
would
it
wear.
does
Maybe I
happen.
technically could, but I won't. This is even swimming kind of.
Mhm.
What do you say? Oh, okay.
You hide too. One of my biggest fears is not like I'm not delusional. I can be a victim just as easily as someone else. Well, maybe not as easily as anyone else, but I can easily become a victim. Any human being can. I'm disabled. I'm not as strong as I used to be. However, I am, retired Army.
Oh,
I
no.
do have some training, and I do have a lot of time to plan and be prepared for all sorts of different things. And one of my biggest fears is someone trying to do something and me having to defend myself or my family.
Oh.
I don't want that.
No.
I don't.
Oh, no.
The people that have these weird daydreams of being heroes or something like, already done that for real for for a job, if you will, the Army stuff. I don't want to ever have to do stuff like that.
But like
in the civilian, so the best thing to do is preventative.
Dr. Rock.
Have video monitoring and be able to talk through the video camera. Keep your doors and windows locked. Have an alarm system. Deterrence is how that works. We had someone did once try to come into the house. They tried to get in through the garage door, tried to lift that up. Thankfully, not only do I have a sliding lock, but I use a like mechanic screwdriver and wedge an extra, because there's like only a sliding lock on one side. So I jammed the screwdriver into the other. They tried to do that, and I was in the living room, saw it on the camera, got the alert on the camera, and the first thing that I did on my way to go upstairs where I can better defend myself and my family, because this was late at night, I flicked on the outside lights, letting them know, I see you, called 911, got into a defensive position, and waited on the cops to show up. Saw them dip off to the side. I think when I flashed the lights, they thought maybe I'd open the door. No. If someone's ever trying to get in, or you notice someone around your property, never open the frickin' door. Not only does that make it easier for them to get in, but now you've lost a lot of rights of self-defense by becoming confrontational.
Is it a lot?
But thankfully, they just ran off. The cops came, cleared everything. And once, this was crazy, we had what I'm guessing is someone stole a car outside our neighborhood. And in the process of running away from the cops, they came down my street, almost hit my neighbor who was coming home later that evening, and then drove into my driveway and into my yard and ditched the car. And I had no idea any of this was going on. I was awake, but I had no idea any of this was going on until my neighbor calls me. He's like, dude, you got cops all over your house. I'm like, what? No, I don't. I think I was playing a video game or watching TV or something. And I look at my camera app, and sure enough, there's cops all over the place. Nothing happened. The guy dipped through, jumped our fence, ran through my backyard, and jumped the back fence there and ran off. They had to get a tow truck to get the car out of my yard.
Man, you guys are just gonna be out in the open
Yeah.
about it.
前妻にもならなさそうなのがもう一人いる。
Whoa, whoa.
あなたは一体。俺たち。僕たちは魔女教滞在式を。
This is a big chunk right here.
You leave
Almost
our boy
20
Otto
seconds uninterrupted.
なそうだけど、まあしょうがないか。おじさん。前妻にもならなそうだけど、まあしょうがない。
Alright, there's that phone call, guys. I'm going to take a break. I'll be back shortly, okay? Check. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Didn't expect it to go on that long. And then my grandmother called while I was on the phone with them. I don't know if she actually left a voicemail. Let me check. All right, give me 1 second. Let me call her back. I'm going to mute this again, guys. Check. Or not. She may have gotten a scam call. She's worried about someone calling her saying that someone died. And so I'm trying to call her back and let her know it definitely was not me and no one I'm tracking has died. What a live stream. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, Grandma, how's it going? Hey. Okay. That seems to be what it was. Some sort of scam thing going on. She managed to get a hold of my dad, and everything's okay. Whew. This was not what I had in mind for today. Whew. I have no idea where I was, what I was talking about before. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well. How are you guys? Thanks for hanging out. Sorry that it was a lot longer of a interruption than I had planned on. You leave our boy Otto alone. Okay, so we're gonna put in a timestamp here. And this one is OP and Otto meets SAB Sin Archbishop Gluttony. Yes, we do plan on watching Tanya. We had hoped to have already watched it and recorded it long before this day right here. We still plan on watching it and recording it as soon as we can. The problem is Christine can't record more than usually one thing in a day, and that will take a lot out of her right now. And then might not get to do that, every day. It's been the hardest part. That's why I mentioned during my last stream You know, are there some shows you guys wouldn't mind me watching by myself? I don't want to do solo reactions, I'll be honest. But I'll do them in order to get, you know, content for you guys. Brian will watch things as much as he can, but he's got a real job. This is similar enough to a real job, but, you know, he's got a regular 9 to 5. And so it's not like I can always record with him. Plus he's got his own, you know, regular life. He does Brian things, you know, as one Brian does. Oh man. Pardon me.
I mean, I knew dude was powerful and shit, but nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm going to focus on the edit for a bit. You guys feel free to make comments or ask questions, and I'll respond as I see them while trying to focus on the edit. You know what sucks is I was supposed to hit the there's a button that we can hit to add an ad manually into the stream, and I'm supposed to do that when I hit the break button, because otherwise, you know, wherever YouTube puts them, YouTube puts them. I like to try to, you know, put it with my breaks. Yo, what did you miss? Well, Streamo, you didn't really miss much of anything. My grandmother potentially having someone trying to scam her. She did not get scammed though, so that's the good part. And it could have honestly been a mistake. I've had the same phone. I've had the same phone number since 2003. 22 years, same cell phone number. And so even if someone had it before I got it in 03, which I don't know if they did, there was still a lot of new phone numbers back then available. But even if they did, it's been so long that but people can still mistakenly dial my number or mistakenly write down a number. You know, someone thought they were getting 555-1234, and they accidentally wrote down 555-1235, and they call that, and that's my number. And so, but you know, it's that time of year. I assume it's a scam. One day, an Isekai Quartet reaction. Maybe that's a funny one, right? I like to laugh. Carl Henry Mentor. Hey Kyle, been watching videos a long time. Hope family's doing well. Keep doing a good job. Thanks for your viewership and the well wishes. My family is terrible, awful. I cannot know. You know, thank you very much for your concern. We will make it. Everyone is alive and relatively healthy. Various levels of functionality. Lucas is getting over a cold. Thank God that Christine and I seem to have escaped the cold. Because he started getting sick Friday night and was fully sick Saturday and sick Sunday. Was doing better yesterday and even more better today. The punk needs to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah, it wasn't like last episode. I was getting kind of confused, but I was like, "No, that can't be it." You know, he's this lady. You the fucker does was.
Oh, also, guys, look, the new like comfort hoodie. I mentioned it in this reaction. Scarlet Spider, Spider-Man comics, old cartoon. It's like my favorite Spider-Man costume, even though it's not Peter Parker's. It's a clone of his, and but I always liked it. It was always kind of different, punkish. Even though there's a Spider-Punk, and I've actually got that. I've got a Spider-Punk figure. Christine bought it for me. It's real nice. It's based on like the video game one because it's got the like attack wave, the sound waves, the sonic waves that he releases with it, one of his special moves in that game. But I've always loved this. I always wanted to actually just get a blue hoodie with a spray painted spider on it, but I never did. I couldn't find just that, and then Hot Topic had these. I'm swimming in it. This is a large, and I usually, when I don't know, most of you guys have seen some of the weight loss on the videos, of course. I'm 189 this morning. I was down to 188. Thanksgiving got to me a bit. But I was 189 this morning, and that's down from 220-ish back in September. So I've ordered an extra large because most of my hoodies are extra large, and the one that came from Hot Topic was ridiculously too big, so I need to return that. I ordered a large, and it's still a bit too big. I could probably wear a medium in this, but I'm keeping it. It's nice, it's cozy, it's a bit bigger, so yeah, it's like I can lounge in it. It looks ridiculous with the Santa hat on. But I love it. Thoughts on season 3 so far? Well, 3 episodes in. Holy crap, man. ReZero's back. And I mean that in like the, pain and agony way. The final bits of season 2. Fairly tame compared to some of the stuff you can get in ReZero. But this has already been pretty intense. My biggest concern is trying my hardest, because there's 16 episodes to the season, and season 4 is coming in spring, so that's March, April, and I want to make sure we have this out for everyone, and that we are caught up and able to watch season 4 in real time. Dude. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think that one will work. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot. I do need to change on here. There we go. Because I'm actually sharing just the window of, like if I shrink this down any, it like disappears like that, because I'm sharing the app itself, the program window itself, not the full screen. And so every now and then I'm doing things on here that you guys can't see because I'm bringing up like messing with the plugins, audio plugins, or some visual thing. So if you notice me doing something and you can't really see it, my mouse just clicking around right here in this little square, it's because I'm on like a plugin window or something you guys can't see. What sucks is I took that phone call. And then I had to deal with my grandma, and I have not actually gotten to take an actual bathroom break. So I am not going to put the window up. You guys can enjoy the music and watch the cats sleeping. And I'm just going to go take a quick bathroom break. Yeah, I'll be right back. Check. Alright, I am back. Let me put that limiter on the background music back on. And yeah, we should be good. So sorry about that, guys. I know this stream has been hectic. That's why I haven't been doing live streams in a long time, because everything is so hectic. But I miss doing this. God, I actually miss like working regularly. It's so hard even to edit videos to find time, as you guys have seen, when I do have something to edit. And we've always got something to edit. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think that one will work. Fights can always be so difficult to edit around because you're trying to make sure that people get the cool stuff, but there's usually a lot of music and a lot of segments that are way over 20 seconds and not a lot of easily cuttable spots. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh, wow.
Oops. I was gonna say, what happened? Oh, okay, you're trying to use your hand. Ooh.
Alrighty, we're moving along. I'm getting my rhythm. Oh. We're almost a third of the way through. Yeah, I'm gonna skip him saying
Uh-oh.
あのさ、花嫁が傷ついたらどうしてくれるわけ？
finding all these little
女の
Your
子に
spots
bride.
to just cut out. Did you find something out about the Archbishop of Wrath so far? Mentioning about how they are, they might look familiar to someone from past seasons. I mean, definitely with the pointed ears that I noticed while editing, and the hair, and then her profession of love for petal juice, it kind of makes you think of, you know, someone involved in that elf stuff. Even Fortuna herself, which you think, oh well, she died. This is a realm of magic and crap. Like I'm definitely suspicious. You guys want to see someone you don't usually get to see very often because of the way we used to have things set up? Say hi to Riza. Riza. Hi, baby. She's a good girl. Yes, she is. Are you camera shy? Are you camera shy? Aw, she might be camera shy. I'm just gonna, point out that, yeah, I've got a pet bed. It's not always in that same spot, but, she can get up from it, and the cats can leave their cat cave whenever they like. It's completely okay for it to be empty. I'm so late on that. I know, I'm so late. I don't even know. I don't follow enough content creators themselves to truly know when someone's in trouble or isn't anymore, when something has like fallen out. I just see things occasionally on other social media outlets like Twitter and whatnot, and I'll be like, what the hell is this? Who the hell is that? But I'm definitely tracking that one guy and the alleged not letting his animal off the bed or something like that, and shot collar crap. I've never watched any of his streams. As a matter of fact, the first time I ever heard about that guy was he did some sort of Linus Tech Tips did a computer build for him, and it was all communist stuff. It was funny. It was a fun video, but that was the first experience or exposure. Hey, AJ, what's up, bud? This will be Subaru and SAB not gluttony. Greed, right? He's greed. Yeah. Regulus Corneus. You know what? That's right. I do know his name very well. I know you guys have given him the nickname of Corneass, and that's fine. But you know, Christine and I like to give anime characters nicknames as well, usually anglicizing or westernizing to an extreme extent, tongue-in-cheek, good fun. So Regulus is now Reggie. Subaru and Reggie. There you guys go. I think that all started with Alexander from when we were watching Fate Zero. I think that's when we started doing that. Bride. Gabriel, Orella. I know I'm probably messing up on where I should be breaking that up, but what are my thoughts on the Sin Archbishops so far? Which one do I find more interesting to watch? Ooh, they're all very confusing and very aggravating in different ways. They're all like toddlers. The way they bounce around so much. They won't be still and they won't be quiet. Most of them, of course, we hate, and not like hate as characters or hate existence, but it's like, you know, you're messing things up, you're hurting people. Come on now. I'm really curious about Wrath and what her deal is. She's wrapped in bandages and whatnot, but I don't really want to watch her. She's cuckoo. Greed, of course, is easier to watch because his crazy is more mellow so far. But then he's so freaking pompous, and I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So he annoys me. He grinds my gears. But again, all in the ways that these characters are supposed to. You know, sometimes I think Christine and I will exhibit emotions towards a character, and some people will take it almost like it's us not wanting the character or not wanting that arc or wanting that conflict, and it's not that. I'm definitely Wrath Fortuna theory is canon in your head. Like I said, that's been in my mind because of the point of the ears, her profession of love for pedal juice. You're doing well. I'm glad you have been hanging out on the Discord though, AJ. It's always great. You bring a good amount of knowledge and your finger on the pulse of the animation side of things, so I like that. You need to finish season 3. Stop watching during the first break between episodes because you thought it was another production that was that was a complete disaster. For better or worse, and I begrudge no one that follows things more closely like you, but like I've mentioned before, it's been a while though, we tend to not follow a lot of the behind the camera stuff for anime. So writers, directors, voice actors, animation, and whatnot, because like I did that for Marvel, I did that for Star Wars, I did that for all sorts of stuff, and it was part of the burnout, not just the fact that Marvel and Star Wars has sucked really bad for a while, but having investment in names, simply from behind the camera standpoint, it was a burden. and it also helped create, you know, expectations, good or bad. And I like anime being more pure for us. And now that's not saying that I'm like my head's buried in the sand about like bad work conditions, overworking, pay issues. Like I'm tracking stuff like that, but like the nuance and the small details that you definitely follow, we generally don't, and that's an attempt to try to prevent some of that burnout and expectation stuff we had with Marvel and Star Wars, especially me.
Ew.
Although one thing that did happen that I hate, and I'm having a hard time breaking it, but since we started doing reactions, we don't watch as much stuff off camera as we used to, and I miss that because I'm always afraid, well, what if this series will do well on reactions, and that's keeping us from watching things. And we really need to, I mean, we're not watching them for reactions, may as well as watch them off camera. SAB Wrath goes crazy. Pedal juice. Question mark. Like, why is she going crazy for him? I just want to thank everyone that has checked out the stream.
Still here.
Oh. Everyone that's checked out the stream. 1 second. I'm not leaving the room. I just need to yell down at Christine for something. Babe? Get the dog to go. Sorry about that, guys. The dog needed to go out. I wanted to nudge her down the stairs and get let Christine take care of it. Christine's downstairs relaxing. The boy's in his room, and I'm here with all of you fine folks. Now, one day I'll be able to do some live stream games again. I have decided I'm never going to do, because I still have not finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because I can't get into a mindset to where I can actually fully enjoy it to finish it, and I promised I would do it on stream, but that's the last time I'm doing a story-oriented game that I have not played already on stream, because it's been rough to do it, and I literally have not played. I've played a little bit around where I was at, but I haven't really continued the story. Okay, hold on a second. That. Oh. Sorry about that. I think I had the audio on there double. Oh my goodness. you like the Fujimoto one-shots because it was completely different thing. That is cool. I'm glad you got to kind of experience what I was talking about, wanting to or trying to preserve. It is a good feeling. Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age is still the best one for Pedro. Pedro. I'm not sure what because I want to make it rhyme. I want to say Pedro Mato, but I'm guessing with the S there, it's Matos or something like that. I liked 12 Zodiac Age. Remaster was great. I enjoyed 12 enough when it first came out on the PS2. I did play the crap out of it. Christine actually beat that game before I did. And even though Vaughn himself sucks as a character so much, oh my god. No offense if you like him, to each their own. But yeah, the Zodiac Age system and some of the things that we got with that, which were like the international version originally, if I'm not mistaken, was good. I enjoyed it. I like 12 a lot. I think 12 has a great battle system. I think 12 has a battle system worth revisiting. Balthier is awesome. Yes, indeed. I agree. I hope Part 3 is good. I don't mind the amount of content in Rebirth. It's just on me for, saying, hey, I'm going to do this on stream, and I really shouldn't have picked something that I love so much to do on stream.
When that happened.
Mostly because it's harder to enjoy. So like when I get around to playing Nier Automata, the first time I'm not gonna play that on or Nier Automata. Yeah, that's the anime and the game, the freaking Nier game. When I get around to actually playing that, I might do some on stream, but I'm not gonna do it for like the whole story, and it won't be the like first time playthrough type deal. Maybe one day when life is better, Christine is healthy, we have an editor, like an extra editor. Yeah, Vaughn was annoying. You could have really had it, folk. You could have Square Enix. You could have done almost like a split MC between Balthier and Bosch. And sure, maybe you have Vaughn as some sort of annoying side character. I don't know, but it was really hard to connect with him. And the funny thing is, the way I understand is, he existed as an attempt to make a more relatable character for Westerners. That's what I vaguely remember reading or hearing at the time. This is, 20 years ago almost. Jeez. But yeah, I did not care for Vaughn. Patreon is doing okay. I wish we could be better with our content. It is doing better than I had hoped. It's not like, so weird to say this because I don't want to downplay the importance of every dime that comes in to the Genreverse or Animeversal's Patreon. But I'm happy that we're able to say, hey, we can get someone to help, and it's very limited help. So if you're watching and you like doing video editing, or you know a little bit about video editing and potentially want to earn some money doing some relatively easy stuff, doing what you see me doing here today, basically just cutting down a mostly uncut thing, taking out dead space, taking out repetitiveness, taking out stuff that you not necessarily filler, but stuff that's not wholly important to the story or doesn't have any reaction. We will be putting up a listing, but if you want to kind of talk to me ahead of time, join the Discord. It's listed down below. I think I can share real quick. I'll share a link that goes to the room, the anime room. That's the fun one, right? If you want, you can join the Discord. Look me up. I'm on there, and then you can send me a DM about, hey, I like to edit videos, and bonus points if you're one of those like me who saved money or likes saving money, so to speak. I know you can use DaVinci Resolve and that's free, but if you use Vegas, you can just straight up use our save files and everything like that. And I think there's actually like a way to export into other formats. You guys can't see that window, but there's a way to export into other formats. So why would you bring that up? Why even do that to me? Huh? You know what? Get the hell out of my... No. Is 16 Western enough? No. It would have been a better game. I don't know what 16 is. 16 is... Final Fantasy 16 is a TV series, a streaming series with Devil May Cry dungeons for commercial breaks. That's it. And that's not Final Fantasy to me. I'm glad some people liked watching an entire game, but I couldn't. I couldn't. And the idea of having all of these little, main missions. I need you to go find Bob, who's disappeared, and you literally walk out of town 50 meters, fight 3 enemies, tell the guy to go back, and now you got to walk back and talk to someone else, all for some really cool icon fights, which end up being almost like quick time battles in the end. It just, no, man, I want to play my game. I wanted to have a party. I wanted to have emotions and feelings for my party members, but I didn't, because the only time there's ever any interaction with them is during cutscenes, and the cutscenes are so long and so damn boring, because I'm wanting to play a game, not watch the game, that I felt nothing. When that one person dies and everyone's like, oh, boo-hoo, he died, I'm like, I don't feel anything. I wanted to, but I didn't. As a game, it needed more interesting side stuff and better level design. It needed to be a game. It can have the greatest story in the world, but if it's not a good game, then it's a crappy game. And that was my issue with 16. I did not enjoy it as a game, and especially did not enjoy it as a Final Fantasy game. Now, you can be an amazing game with a crap story and still be an amazing game. It'll be great if you have a good story to go along with it, but if you're a really fun game, I can overlook some piss poor story. Maybe not piss poor, but some lackluster story. Looking to cut out just a little bit here. Lucas has been trying to play Final Fantasy VII, the original, and I mean the original, on PlayStation 1, playing one of my old discs on a PlayStation we bought a while ago. And He hasn't been playing it religiously, but he's been playing it. When I play it, I don't play the old ones anymore. I play excuse me, I definitely play with the PS4 port where you can speed it up, because whew, man. See, all of this right here, this is too much. I'm leaving in too much here. Okay, I'm gonna cut this one out. I bought Final Fantasy Tactics on my PS5. Haven't been able to play it yet. Got it installed. I also bought Ghost of Yote and I've played a few hours of that over a week after I got it. And it's good enough. Like, the gameplay for it is fine. That's a good example. The gameplay is fine, and the story is okay, but so far the story has not hit the same as Ghost of Tsushima did. It's not bad, but I'm not feeling the connection to the character and her journey as much as I did with Jin. But again, it's not bad. It's just not as good. I've enjoyed what I've played. And again, it's just life that has been keeping me from playing it. Okay, maybe not. This is going to be really hard to cut up. You see, this is too much time. I'm already at 20 seconds right here without us saying anything or having any type of reaction. The music that's playing right now is not very Christmassy. There we go. I'm trying to play some Christmassy stuff, you know. You're currently playing Expedition 33. WoW will probably be game of the year. I've heard a lot of really good things. That's another one that I would like to play. Brian played that, said he loved it, called it one of the best RPGs in a long time. But I'm trying. Oh, you guys know. Okay, we're gonna go with you're giving me orders. See, you need a little bit of what he says there. I don't know what to do with this. You know what? We're going to have her go from, could you leave here already? And then she's going to sit there and go into the, he and I loved each other. That'll be fine. Yeah, they do keep yapping. And barely a breath between sentences.
Oh gosh.
I hope this gets through. You know, we had a video, our Konosuba Season 1, Episode 1 reaction released like 2+ years ago. Got popped. Copyright claim. Gone. They claimed so much of it that I can't do the, you know, silent this part or cut this part out, because there would be nothing left. To this day, we still will get things. There was I think it was a Spy Family episode, one of the last ones Christine edited a few weeks ago, and it got caught for, you know, a copyright claim. And it took like 6 different things to try to. I had to go back in and cut more. Even with the you know, the overlay here that you guys see, the please stand by, I increased its opacity, and I had to make it almost unseeable. And I even played with the audio, the chorus layering that we do. Wasn't enough. It was very, very, very frustrating. Oh. Sorry, I'm just checking some messages over here. Best RPG is Kingdom Come Deliverance. A lot of roleplay and is really complex with the diverse mechanics. You like mechanics? Is that one of your favorite things for RPGs? The battle systems themselves? Magic systems and whatnot? She'll be... do you guys plan on watching ReZero Season 3 break times? I want to watch those. Are they available like in a legit place? Or like on YouTube legit places? Or is that something I'm going to have to go sailing for? Because if it's attainable legitimately, we can try to do that. She'll be dragging people. I prefer to go legit and sail only as last resort. Like Brian and I had to for Grand Blue. She'll be dragging people. Very confused. There we go. Okay, I'm very, very confused. And hard for me to piece together. It's 12. Okay. Cool. Kingdom Come has no fantasy elements, but it's cool. Hey, you don't have to have fantasy for RPGs. Or even have to have... I mean, it could be a very realistic RPG. Yeah. It doesn't have to be sci-fi or fantasy, of course. Funny thing is that the anime cut down 70% of Reggie's, we're calling him Reggie, dialogues. Oh, wow, jeez. 3 pages? Even then, I'd be like, oh my god, dude, shut up. It has been raining all day. It's been so gloomy today. Yeah, no, I'm like, free period? Free period's over.
式に神父側の列席者がいないのもさし、横連母までしてた君を招待しないってのも、ちょっと哀れで白状する。
I don't have to cut out all those spaces. I can actually probably leave some. But I'm trying to make sure that I cut enough out of areas like that so I can have more of stuff like this.
さっきまでの君の失礼な態度だけど、これでお相手ってことにしよう。
Do I have a least favorite character? I don't like Priscilla at all. And I don't I know she's a minor antagonist, but like I don't like anything about that character. And again, it's not that I want the character gone, out, or anything like that. I don't really look at characters in that light in a story. Usually, if there's something in a story, book, game, movie, anime, doesn't matter. If there's someone in a story that I wish was removed, that probably usually isn't the character themselves, but something deeper in the writing, maybe centered on that character, and it probably means that something's bad anyways. So from within the story, I really, really don't like her. And outside of her, since she could be considered a minor antagonist, oh, maybe Puck. Puck's annoying too. I know he's got bigger things going on, and you know, opinions can always change. He's a little bit of a jerk, a little bit too aloof, and I'm not sure if he really has to be that aloof, and that rubs me the wrong way. In the Army, no matter what you do, you always have something we call an after-action review, right? If you do a field training exercise, FTX, you go out and you play Army, so you're doing the tactical side of things, out in the woods or out in the desert if you're at something like NTC or something like that. You'll do an after-action review. If you do an actual combat patrol, you are deployed, you go out, you do your patrol, you come back, you do an after-action review. No matter what it is, training, real stuff, combat related or not. And what that is a chance to say, okay, what was supposed to happen, what did happen, and how can we do it better next time. This thing happens in businesses all the time after, rolling out a ad campaign or some sort of sale or whatever it is that you guys are doing in a business. And one of the number one things that always needs improvement is communications. Whether that is communicating what the commander's intent is more clearly, communicating actual individual orders more clearly. Sometimes it's literally, our radios sucked today. We need, better equipment or more training for people to be able to utilize this communications equipment better. The after action review, super duper important, and now I have no idea why I'm on that conversation. It took me too long. What was I going on about for that? Something about communications. Why did I go down that road? Sorry, guys. I had a reason to be talking about that. Now I can't remember it. Oh no, and his eyes are turning red. And copyright can be very, very weird. And I don't know how those that don't really edit much of anything get away with it. I don't know. We'll see if she has her moments. She's got a lot of makeup to do. Oh no, and his eyes are turning red. He's leaving, and what's her name's power's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip some of that. Because it's really not all that important. The point is that she's walking away, and we don't have anything to say. We're not really showing any big reactions on our faces, so you know, this is stuff that can be cut out. Man. Good, that'll work. Then I'll put in a new time. No, actually, I'm gonna let that Wrath Goes Crazy for Petal Juice chapter will remain all the way through to this point. What Garf been doing? What Garf been doing? Streamo actually always liked Priscilla. Sure, there's moments where she acted on selfish desires. But she did test Subaru's resolve in that one failed loop. Yeah. I don't deal with people like that. You know what I'm saying? And there's sometimes when I think about, you know, what would I do in a situation, and I always have to, you know, kind of say, okay, well, is this Kyle that's been married for, you know, almost 20 years now, in this situation, or should I come at this as like young, you know, 20-something Kyle that's not engaged or married yet? And that can change things drastically. The things I'm willing to do for my wife or son, for their safety, I'm maybe less willing to do for my own, if that makes sense. Okay, where have you been?
Yeah.
At least he's okay, because I was worried when this here was messed up with Garf's mom. Is it actually his mom or not? She have no memory? That's not a good thing. That's funny. It's way cleaner than my room. That's not a good thing. See, the problem with us is we get cluttered. So, nothing's dirty in the house. Well, nothing's dirty. Of course, we have dishes that occasionally have to be loaded into the dishwasher. The trash will eventually get full and must be taken out. That we have. But our house in general is not dirty. But we do get cluttered. And I do get lazy and store things on tabletops or shelves. And just get in the habit of grabbing it from there instead of putting it where it should actually be. Because that would require going, back upstairs or getting in a closet instead. And good thing. But yeah, don't brag about a dirty room. But on the same side, her talking about, I haven't had time to clean up. I tell my wife, I used to tell my mom this as well. It's like, we live here. Why are we cleaning up as if we don't actually live here? Everyone lives, everyone that lives in a place has stuff that shows that they live there. There's going to be a dirty dish in the sink if you come over at 2 p.m. Or after the morning hours. There's going to be our dog. She goes outside to use the bathroom. We keep a towel by the door to wipe off her feet in case of inclement weather and whatnot. Like, why do we go out of our way to make our houses look like nobody lives there before having guests over? Or is that just an American thing? You guys do that? AJ, you're in Germany, right? I don't honestly remember. Most of my interactions were with soldiers, and most of my interactions with Germans were usually with German spouses or people that had been working with the Americans for so long, and I never really asked that question. But do other places freak out when you have guests over and go into hyper cleaning mode, usually led by the female of the house, mom, wife? Does that happen? Zombie says no. Where are you at? Or you don't think it's only an American thing? Is that what you're saying? Because it's like a stereotype thing here. Like they do this in, like, you can find jokes about it on social media, memes or whatnot. It's a trope that's played on in movies and television. Okay, so you don't think it's just an American thing. Pedro says it's similar in Brazil. Urge to clean the house anytime friends come over. Like I said, clean. But I'm not going to declutter, and I'm not going to make it look like we don't live here. I will always scoop the cat boxes. They get scooped every 2 days because we have multiple boxes, only 2 cats. It's okay for them to get done every 2 days. But if we have guests even in between, that one I do. And not even like I necessarily have to, because you could probably do 3 days, and occasionally that will happen. I'll forget to get it scooped out. But that's the one thing where I'm like, I live with these animals. I'm used to all the smells. I might not notice it as much. So I always do the box fresh, even if I just did it the day before.
の荒け悪いなそれを待たせてんだなんでもクソもねえやおいともさせてもらうとおいともさせみてえだしおいともさせてもらうとすっげコクランの荒削りってやったろうが
There we go.
おいともさせてもらうとすっげ悪いなそれを待たせてんだ
フレイド、無理に引き止めて困らせてしまったらいけないわ。お客様にはおもてなしとソワリエよっていうものね。
I didn't catch
お
that.
客様にはおもてなしとソワリエよっていうものね。
What she just said, a saying, and him realizing, oh, you know, is that where I got it from? I got that from mom. Always having these sayings. Or no, maybe it did register. Because right here I go, I don't remember it registering.
おっと、お客さんかい？
大したことじゃねえさもう帰るってことだから
Uncomfortable, man. Or something like, you know? What a mind trip. Their family, like, what a mind trip. That's gotta suck to be dragging that biatch around in your mind at all times. You want to talk about a villain? I really don't like her. Elsa's up. How long have we been going? Oh my goodness, it's 2.5 hours? Almost 2.5 hours? This is taking me way too long with all the distractions and stuff. Alright, we're halfway there. Mind trip. This was a sweet and touching moment as well between these two. Yeah, you did pretty good keeping up with short legs like that.
なんでもねえなんでもねえなんか俺様たちによ
お二人とももしお二人とも
なんか俺様たちに用があるって言ってんですかよ大したことはしてん
妻から話を聞きました。お二人は息子の
Sorry, I'm not chatting a whole bunch. Need you guys to feed me something to say. Or not feed me something to say. Give me something to respond to. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep focusing on this edit, and then you guys are just sitting here watching me work while listening to some semi-Christmassy music.
大したことはしてねえよ
Which, I mean, hey, if that's your thing.
お礼をさせ
Remember when both Elsa and Melee referred to themselves as sisters? That's not literally, but figuratively. Okay. I think someone did tell us about that.
てください。私に
And you see, that's also one of those things where I'm assuming that there's an inflection or something about the way it's said in Japanese that lets you know that it's not meaning familial, like biological. We had that conversation when we were kind of getting confused about the whole Fortuna mother thing. And it wasn't that they were calling her Mother Fortuna, and it was just when Amelia was like, oh, that is my mother. Saying it in English, I can hear the inflection and get if someone's saying, oh my God, that is my mom, versus no, that is my mother. You know what I'm saying? So I think there's times where we lose things like that, and not just in this instance, but other things dealing with translation and reading subtitles over knowing
That
the
shook
language
so
or
bad from him
it
opening
being
and shutting
really?
his door.
it being
Yeah,
our
kids
native language.
slamming doors.
一個だけ聞きってることがあるんだろどうぞ私
Kids slamming doors.
一個だけ聞きってることがあるんだろ
Yeah.
どうぞ私で答え一個だけ
Ah, whoops.
聞きってることがある聞きってることがあるんだろどうぞ私で答えられるようなことであれば
She's capable of actually caring.
ってることがあるんだろどうぞ私で答えられるようなことであればそれはどういった
As far as he knows.
レードはいつでも真っ向勝負本当は本当は本当られるようなことであれば本当はリーシアって名前
Lucas!
Please stop.
Stop!
Close the door gently.
Need a break from all this.
あなたはリーシアって名前なんじゃねえのか
Yeah, I'll leave it in there. Lucas!
Please stop.
Stop!
Close the door gently.
Need
To
a
the
break
wall.
じゃねえの
The camera is now on the wall, which I need to figure out what I'm going to do about this, because he slams his door sometimes, and you guys can kind of see it shakes the Lucas!
リーシアって名前
Shakes the camera real bad. Oh, that boy.
なんじゃねえのあなたは
I love my son with all my heart, but man, can he
妻の何を知っている
be rough?
そいつは
Like not think about what his actions are doing
Yeah.
around, to others. But you said last season that Amelia and Satella are related or something. Can't remember because EP, but they aren't. Okay, well, that's fine. It was always a question of, is Amelia a clone? Is she a vessel? Is she a descendant? Is she someone that could house? We were theorizing a lot of stuff like that.
俺様も知りてえ
Or not necessarily,
Yeah.
I guess you'd say theorizing, but, wondering, guessing.
どうやらあなたにはどうやら
But be careful,
あなたにはどうやら
be careful denying our theories, because then you might narrow down and then something might click. And then I go, oh, I got it. And then I can't react with a real surprise because I already got it. So be careful. Interesting. I did not know that. I didn't think Elsa could be
本当のことをお話し
capable of
する
caring for anything.
リアラは私と出会った15年前からその一
Okay, so accident on the road.
嵐の夜のことでした私は商談の帰り道大きな崖崩れの現場に遭遇したのです妻はその土砂災害に巻き込まれ
Damn.
生き埋めに
So that image you were shown, a half-truth. Or a truth from a certain point of view.
お父さんを連れて戻るからそれまで
事故のせいか彼女は何も覚えていなかった
You see right here?
事故のせいか彼女はない。
It says kanojo. That's girlfriend. Why would he refer to wife as girlfriend? Or can that be used as wife as well? That's the other thing about Japanese is a lot of words get reused and they have meaning based on the context words around them. Which English can be similar. You know, for example, we have one word for love, and that covers familial love, romantic love, like love for an item or a property, like, oh, I love Marvel, I love DC, I love Dragon Ball, whatnot. And for English, it's all the same. And there's qualifiers. I love a lot, really love, big, yada yada. But it all depends on the context. Like, you really need the context, because at least I know my family and most people I know, you know, you walk out the door in the morning for school as a kid, love you mom, love you dad, bye. Say it to my wife, my son, you know, leaving the house, just going to, hey, I gotta go to the store, I'll be right back, love you guys, bye. So I know all language, well, I assume all languages can do that, but Japanese does it quite a bit, and there'll be a word that I'll hear and I'll be like, I know it as this, and I'm missing like the context that makes it mean something else.
事故のせいか彼女は何も覚えていなかった。
Roswell is messed up in the head.
取れかけの名札から分かったのは着衣にある。
Yes, David, Akadi924, we are definitely in Christmas mode. Definitely in Christmas
名前
mode.
にリの文字があること。そのまま彼女の名は、私は妻を愛しています。
それであんたと結婚した。
私は妻を愛しています。
See, some of this stuff don't
彼女
need.
は私の妻を愛しています。彼女は私の 彼女は私の妻で大切な女性です。
Hard situation. Hard situation.
こんなことを聞くのは忍びない。ですがお尋ねしたい。あなたは忍びない。ですがお尋ねしたい。あなた聞くのは忍びない。ですがお尋ねしたい。ですがお尋ね。ですがお尋ねしたい。あなたは私の妻リアラとどういったご関係なの
I
で
think
しょ
I'm
う
her
か。
kid. You got some more half siblings, man.
Yeah, are you willing now, or?
俺様はあんたの奥さん
Oh, he does what she's got.
の姉さん。
申し訳ありません。
ゴージャスさんとミミさんも一緒でよかったゴージャスさんとミミさんも一緒で
リアラどうして
これ私が作ったソワリエです
Not on purpose, really. Okay, so this was the touching moment I was referring to earlier with, what's her name, and Garf here. You can cry here, Garf. If you ever decide to watch the break time shorts, could watch shorts from season 3 and some of them. Yes, others have told us. So their world is flat. That's interesting. She couldn't beat him, but she could drag him by the hair and throw. Well, wouldn't that be beating him? Okay, so like when you say she couldn't beat him, you mean she couldn't actually like kill him or beat him to the point of him no longer being able to function, but she could manhandle him enough to throw him off a cliff, maybe a planetary cliff. This is actually something that happens in shipping wars in anime. When a character says love, some readers interpret it as romantic, while some just think of friendly, and it causes debates. Yeah, I could see that. ReZero world is canonically flat. How boring. And how weird for the physics. But magic, right?
は何を言い出しやがんだよ
Quickly.
リアの妻から話を聞きました
On the bridge, we will add another timestamp there, just to give you guys a little bit more of a break to go through. We did.
That's something worth.
は何を言い出しやがんだよ
Be alright if you did.
Crying about.
リアラガーフのお母さんなんでしょだってガーフとリアラの匂いすごい似てただからそっかなって
なんだよそれよだよそれよあの人は俺様のあの人は
I can't imagine this. We have a good conversation about, what is the right answer in a moment like this where you have a family member. Let's say it's your mom. I'm using I use creative software, Vegas. I use Vegas Pro. I've used Vegas for years, back when we just did like podcasts and reviews. Even before starting with LRM and eventually the Genreverse, I was using Vegas for things. One, it was cheaper back in the day. Two, it was easy to get if you couldn't pay for it even. The reason why I stick with it is it's fairly robust for what I want to do, what I need to do. I'm very familiar with the interface. I tried using DaVinci Resolve, but I couldn't figure out how to make it work like this. I didn't like the different ways you had to do snipping and cutting. I couldn't navigate my timeline the way that I wanted to be able to click and see things go through. I didn't want to edit things in a trimmer. I didn't want to load things up in a trimmer and make little cuts here and drag down into a timeline. And I know some of these things might actually end up being better for editing than the way that I do it. And I'm always down to learn how to do something better, more efficient. But I couldn't figure that out, and I didn't have time to figure it out, so I just stuck with this. Would I support any of the camps? Well, I can tell you that there are camps I wouldn't support based on who was in charge of them, if I had seen and heard them at the nomination ceremony where Subaru, had some poor choices, poor decisions that he made and got his ass stomped by Julie. If I had heard a lot of those, there would only be like 2.5-ish I might be willing to support. Amelia, Crush, and maybe, as long as she doesn't go too commie, Felt, because I don't like oppression, so to speak. I don't like, because I say so to speak because certain people will view some things as oppressive and others won't. So in general, but the things like she's talking about, I don't like bad form capitalism, and unfortunately there's a lot of that. So I'm always down to wrestle control from those that have it, being an American, and very much focused on that American ideal, the idea of maximum individual liberty does come with a lot of risk. Like, I'm all for that, but she could take it a little too far, I'm sure. So that's why I said halfish. Oh. No. She has Anastasia would be bad form capitalism, if you would, and that or crony capitalism, as some would call it in some circles here in the States. Like I said, I believe in good form. Yeah, the memories being gone is a difficult thing. Hots for something pink. It's a good point. It's very sweet, though.
Mm-hmm.
Mimi has the same age as Garfield. They're both 15. Yeah, I think someone else had mentioned that. Christine's shorter than me. By quite a bit. I'm 5'10". She's 5 foot, she'll say, and 1/2 inch, but I don't think I could deal with someone much smaller. There's all sorts of reasons. One of them, it would be really annoying with the car, because already pushing the seat back and lowering it when there's 10 inches of difference, let alone 2 feet. Liliana is older than... They're animeing things there, aren't they? Or manga-ing things there. This is our 5,000-year-old demon. Looks 12. Weirdos. Very sad. I think that's why I got distracted answering a question. That's very sad. Christina and I talk about it. What is the right answer in this situation? You find your mom, she had amnesia, brain injury, whatever, and ends up with a whole new family. Do you wreck it all? I'm your son. You've also got another daughter, my half-sister. Do you not say anything because you don't want to ruin what she has now? Something, with other kids that you never got to have. Either one, I think, is fair. That's your mom. You have every right to sit there and want to reconnect. But the dude would have, the husband and those other kids would also have every right to wish that you wouldn't. And neither one could you honestly say, you're garbage for wanting to say, hey, you're my mom, or you're garbage for not wanting this kid to reconnect with their mom, because there's legit, tough things to consider there. Very tough. That's one of those where like you don't want to ever have to face something like that, because there's no right or wrong answer, and both answers come with
Like
complications.
I said, man, that's got to be rough, because do you throw theirs as well? Would it be wrong for you for him to be like, hey, yo's my mom's are grown? You know, 10 years saying, you know what? Not right now. Maybe
naturally,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
weird.
3-1
I don't
is
know.
currently available
Like,
only
both-
on
both of those are
Patreon,
valid.
as it is an hour and a half.
It's weird.
I don't
Um,
know. That would be
3-2 will hit tomorrow.
confusing.
3-1
as
is
well.
available, and I talk about this on 3-2.
But it seems like
and I know not everyone watches our
there's just some.
before and after talk. A lot of people watch
No.
just the reaction
own.
itself. So it's fine if you weren't tracking
As a
this, but
mother-
we've mentioned with how difficult editing season 1 was, and anything that is like feature length, so things that are like 50 plus minutes
Other I would
for
wanna
the
know.
time being are go straight to Patreon only, and there's a whole list of reasons, and some people have brought up some good points on how that's upsetting, and I understand, and we have a audience member here on YouTube, Ryu, I forget the numbers after their names, but they mentioned, well, what happens if something like Attack on Titan or Demon Slayer, where the last part of the story is all movies, right? Does that mean people don't get to finish the journey with us? And that's fair. Episode 1 is important story-wise. It's not like an OVA or a non-canon movie or something like that. It's fair. They brought up, you could break an episode up into, when it's a long episode like that, break it up into 3 or 4 reactions, which again is a fair point to bring up, but there was a reason why we didn't do that way. Even if we broke it up into 3 30-minute, watch windows, so to speak, we're still adding 5 to 10 minutes for each recording for introductions and outro. And with Christine and the way her ability to do recording and everything has been, it just it felt like, hey, we'll do it like we do movies, because it's a feature, an hour and a half. It's longer than some of the anime movies out there. We'll do it onto Patreon. That being said, it is available, like I said, for $3 on its own, or on the level 3 membership. We're in the search for an editor, or we'll be publishing a job listing, and not just here on YouTube, but out and about. And I'm hoping and praying that things get better here, because I miss recording more. I miss editing more. I miss getting you guys more stuff. I miss watching number on screen go up, subscriber and view counts and all that. I miss all of that. Very tired. I'm very tired of everything not going the way that I really wish it could. I'm not looking for sympathy. We're not looking for anything other than just patience and understanding. And know that it breaks my heart. Truly, honestly, hate myself at times for not being able to give you guys more these last few months. And know that as soon as I can, as soon as we can, we will. So 3.2 will be out tomorrow, and I understand those that can't do the $3 or $10 for the level 3 subscription. I get it, and I get those that are not resubscribing right now because on Patreon because of the scheduling and production being so off. We get it. And we appreciate every bit of support here on YouTube and Patreon. Honestly, I can't express it enough. Jeez. I'm trying desperately hard to get this one done, so Patreon can have this tonight. Oh, how much time do I have left? I'm at the 7 minute ish mark. There's no need to retract the message. It's fine. You can ask. There's please, no one feel bad. Like, I hope that's not what it is either. That you feel bad about asking or something. Please don't. You guys are everyone out there is entitled to want the content. You guys are the Where is this extra frame coming from? Okay, Christine comments on these, so I need to show the breads a little bit.
Damn, those still look good.
Okay. You guys are absolutely entitled to want the content and want it regularly and wanting YouTube for free. That is absolutely fine. I just ask that you guys continue with the patience and kindness. That's all. I get it if you take breaks, if you're upset and you're like, man, this sucks. You want to tell me it sucks? I got it. It sucks. I'm down hearing that it sucks. Just be kind, because know that it's not nothing's coming from a desire to limit others or to just put everything behind a paywall or anything. Hopefully we'll be able to find someone help us edit relatively quickly, which will increase some of the output on other things and free up this. But the biggest thing is just, I need my wife back, guys. I need her back in the fight, and not just with editing, but when she's able to do more in the house with, Lucas and all the other responsibilities, it lessens the hey Rico, it lessens the stress and stuff on me. Hold on one second, please. Sorry, the dog was bothering me, and I had to check and see if Christine had fed them yet, because it is well after time. And I've been up here with you guys. Rico, it sucks that you haven't been around. That's all.
Jeez.
This speech right here, get on your knees, grovel, soil yourselves, it reminded me of Helsing with the Valentine brothers. That was a good little monologue. Very, very funny. I know. It's all good. I was just talking about life being difficult recently. I have not. I did do one of these editing streams, and we talked about, or I talked about, how we'll be looking for some help, editing wise here in the near future, and a little bit of what I was just talking about with I'm sorry. I don't want to mess up the name. But yeah, letting them know about Re031 and why it's on Patreon only for now. And yeah. Sorry guys, the time and multitasking and talking is all really starting to wear on me. We are almost done. I'm going to get to this point and I'll wrap up the live stream so I can do the thumbnail and render. I have to render, and I think my computer could handle rendering and live streaming at the same time, but I'm not going to risk it.
目覚めたみてえじゃんか兄弟。ある。おうよ。いっぺん見りゃ忘れられねえある。お、目じゃんか兄弟。ある。兄弟。ある。おうよ。いっぺん見りゃあるさんよ。また七面倒だい。
You can say that.
見りゃ。
That's your fault, man. I've been going for almost 3 hours now. And I've so far kept my promise. I still have not finished Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. And it is not going to be just the last video, the ending video when I get back. Last time I did Final Fantasy 7 was 10 months ago. Gosh, guys. It has really been... Anyways.
You can.
Hey, you okay? You missed AJ bringing up Final Fantasy 16 as well.
Then do more healing.
Now you want to talk about an annoying character this episode, Felis. He was being a dick, pushing that damn sore leg. I don't remember. God. Not good. God. I don't remember if it happened in the reactions or not, but when Felis first appears, my first time ever seeing that character was the meme video. I'm a boy. No, really, yada yada. No, seriously, I'm a boy. And I'd seen it in like meme compilation videos, and because it's obviously voiceover work, I didn't know if it was, true or not, because I had never seen ReZero up until that point. But I remember being like, oh my god, that's the character from the meme. Oh my god, it really is a boy. Yeah, 16's not worth finishing. I mean, I could easily just watch it. I mean, there's no point in playing the game. Not much to play. Just watch the story, which would have been fine if they would have. You see, you guys got me started again. It would have been fine to have it as Final Fantasy the series. But no. The third number they've wasted. 11, 14. Not that 14's a bad game. I know a lot of people love it, but it should have just been Final Fantasy Online 2. Probably drained her of energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I gotta save up, 28 hours in order to watch Final Fantasy 16? Aww. So it wasn't that kid. Do I really need him? Okay, yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna have to have subtitles a little bit out of whack there. Oh.
Stop doing that.
We recorded the reaction yesterday. I have not edited it yet. Yeah. I was hoping that I would have the brain power and time to do it today after this, but I have been drained. Alright, we'll go here. What is... Oh, wait. Wake up and meeting. We'll say strat meeting. That'll be the chapter for that. Who's at the doorbell? Probably Amazon deliveries or something. I think Christine just answered the door. Sorry guys, give me a quick second. I need a new freaking sometimes anyways. I need a new something. I'm gonna carry on.
Where's Otto?
Oh my gosh, I know.
See, I just asked where Otto is. We're concerned about him.
キリカタ様は立派な方ですよ。今は魔女教の大佐がそうツバル様が遭遇したのは方ですよ。ツバル様が遭遇したのは
Hey, Saveku. I'm
Yeah,
glad you
someone
love
you know is in town too.
our ReZero reactions. I really am. It has been a good, good series. Good experience.
そうなるとやはりあの放送は事実と考えて間違いなさそうですが放送
I got what you meant when you said
間
edits.
違いなさそうですが放送
実は今から1時間ほど前に放送が
放送放送
Now I'm gonna let that slide
そうですが
because it's you,
実は
and because still to this day, the fact that you have Crunk, Valhalla, and I'm forgetting the other guy's name. Oh man, just that old Cartoon Network reference right there for the Justice. Crap, help me out, Rico. The party name of the characters there is Justice Friends, something like that. I can't remember. Hunter. Maybe. There's like what, hundreds of episodes for that?
実は今から1時間ほど前に放送があったんです。
間違いなさそうですが放送
実は
なさそうですが
実は今から1時間ほど前に放送があったんです。
それが魔女教それが魔女教それが魔女教
I've heard nothing but good things. I don't think I've ever heard anyone badmouth Hunter.
4つの制御塔が奪われたことは間違いないようです塔のてっぺんには魔女教の水門が解放されれば
うちの人たちに困難は3人目の滞在式を
クリステラは自分たち魔女その人物は
憤怒でも強欲でも色欲
色欲の声の主はそうは突然でした。声の主は色欲の滞在司教。
憤怒でも強欲でもなく
はい。その人物は
3人目の
その滞在司教。
3人目の滞在式を
See, all that stuff with the name and about who she was, I can cut that out. People can follow along well enough. Plus, most people have already seen this episode. They're not using us as a replacement for the source material. That's kind of the thought processes I go through when I am making these cuts. Something I forgot to do is increase the opacity on the opening, because those get popped easier than the rest of the show. Plus, it's a lot of it playing uninterrupted. Mayor Glory. There you go. Major Glory. Major Glory. Crunk and Valhalla. Valhallan. Valhalen. That's it. Valhalen. Because they're playing off of Thor and Van Halen. Yeah. And it is Justice Friends. Thank you. Every now and then, I still do some Puppet Pal, Clem and Mitch references too. And bonk people on the head.
3人目の滞在式を町の人たちに困難は人たちに困難は
Did you ever watch on Nickelodeon back in the day? Was it Kablam? And their version of a superhero team, which was the Action Action Team or Action League. I think it was something like Action League Now or Action Team Now, and it was just a melted like GI Joe figure, a like He-Man style toy but with no clothes, called the Flesh. He's super strong and super naked. Hello, Dr. B2802. You loved Kablam? Nice. I loved the caveman and the alien Prometheus and Bob. Those are so funny right now. Well, not right now. After the stream ends, if you're watching, go check out Prometheus and Bob. I'm sure you can find a compilation that just plays all of them together. That right there is brilliant. Yeah, I'd be worried though, man. Another good compilation from an old cartoon. Every good idea, bad idea from Animaniacs. It's another classic. Yes, I'm excited for Classroom of the Elite. That one's spring, right? Because we got to deal with Classroom, ReZero, and possibly Dr. Stone ending all in the same season. I'd be worried though, man. Whoops. No, we did not get a chance to see that in theaters. So we'll get a chance to see it when it comes out, and it'll be a movie. Hopefully we can do a reaction for it.
Go back. I don't need to
On
read that again.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Go back.
Oh,
Not that far. But
okay. That's right, I went back too far. Rewinding for Christine. Like the witch or one of the witches? I heard the Chainsaw Man movie was really good.
確か都市そのものが何かを捕まえるための罠だったって。
都市を水没させて魔女を滅ぼした。その魔女の遺骨が今も都市のどこかにある。言うてな。
Hey, we're almost done. Oof. I'm glad to hear it
Oh,
was really
gosh.
good. I'm looking forward to seeing it eventually. I loved season 1. Oh no. I heard that first Demon Slayer, there's like 3 movies to end it, and I heard that first one was kind of meh for a lot of people. But then again, it's like act 1 of a 3-act ending, and it's a whole movie. It's kind of like Fellowship of the Rings, right? Bunch of setup. Fellowship was alright. Good even.
Time to go find your half. Time to go find your. Time to go find your half.
俺様が見つけ出してきてやら
He doesn't want someone else to lose.
Well, my son is in there laughing his head off, and I don't know why. That's better than him being upset. He's been sick the last few days, so happy to see him doing a bit better. And then yeah, that's
Kind of wanting to run amok.
Part of it got in and all time.
that's it. I did it. Yay. We did it. Cancel that. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to do that one. All right. Cool. Well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out, chit-chatting. It was a weird stream. We had all those interruptions, and but we made it, and I managed to do this edit in 3-ish hours. Oh, I'm thankful for the conversation and everything. Sorry if sorry if I'm tired. This was a lot of fun, guys. I hope maybe I can do some more of these. If I can't live stream games, maybe I can live stream working. And again, we understand those that are those of you on Patreon that see things are a little light right now, or you've got the holidays going on and so you don't re-up right now. Totally fine, understand. And understand those that are on YouTube, even though it's free, you're upset that we aren't getting things out as regularly as we normally can. Oh, well, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, Subeku. 2026 will be a great year for anime, and hopefully be a good year for us, much better than this year was. And I mean that on the personal side of things, not the YouTube genreverse side of things, which has been amazing, a great experience, and we are thankful for each and every one of you guys out there that click on these videos, these live streams, VOD, all of it. We love you all very, very, very much. Thank you for letting us entertain. It does mean the world to have something to do, something to contribute beyond, you know, my four walls here. And trust me, these four walls are my world, my wife and son within them. But it's, you know, I say it all the time, and I'll keep saying it all the time. Well, you're very welcome, Pedro. I hope you guys have a good rest of your days or evenings, depending on where you're at. And yeah, I'll keep editing and working as much as I can, and hopefully we get a new editor soon to help us out. And hopefully Christine will be able to do more and more going forward. Keep her in your minds and prayers if you do that sort of thing. Thanks, guys. It's been a lot of fun. I'll see you next time. Bye.